Grapple fans, it's Mike Quackenbush here on Free Match Monday to whet your appetite for our latest release, Fright Night. The MP4 is available for purchase already, and it seems to contain the final match of the Hurricane Shane Helms. That's all the way at the end of Fright Night. All the way at the beginning was this opening contest where two oddball trios were forced to find chemistry in the moment, and it contains a snake, two ants, two Dickensian ragamuffins, and a misfit of science. I don't think that's how those face masks are meant to be used, gents. Professor Nicodemus is already pretty gross. I mean, what's two snotty face masks in your breast pocket gonna do to that? Just maintains an even keel of grossness. What a fascinating mixture of 6 ingredients this opening contest on our card Fright Night is going to be, and there is so very much in store, including 3 championship bouts. That's right, the Grand Championship is on the line, the Young Lions Cup is on the line, and the Campeonatos de Parejas, our tag team titles, will be on the line. All 3 CHIKARA titles up for grabs today in Pocono Summit, PA. And as if that is not enough, we were recently alerted, maybe just over 36 hours ago, our friend the Hurricane, Shane Helms, who is already here in the building with us, has good reason to believe tonight may be his final professional wrestling match. There is so much in store for you. Thank you so much for being with us here for Fright Night. Kicking it off in grand fashion. Fellow Gen 1 original, your friend and mine, Bryce Remsburg, overseeing the action. And it looks like it's going to be Ophidian, the master of snake style, about to lock up with the smallest competitor on the opposing team, Cornelius Crummels. Crummels has some very explosive offense. Just 2 of his offensive weapons I want to point out to you to look for. 1, his drop kick, pinpoint accuracy with every execution. He's also got a great leaping elbow drop. When you contrast that against Ophidian's ability to slither and wiggle his way out from just about any offensive move, it makes me very curious to see who's going to get the better of this very first exchange.
My friends call him Cornelius. Thank you. God bless you. We don't know each other like that yet.
Professor Nicodemus out at ringside. Sometimes he lurks around for the matches of the members of the Proteus wheel, of which Volgar is one. Other times he just wanders off, heads to the back. I don't know, spends more time in his laboratory, I suppose.
I'm good. You're very immature. I don't blame you.
Crummels comes charging in. Trying to grab a hold of Ophidian. Watch how he just evades. Well, I talked about him slithering and wiggling. Keep your eye on the master of snake style. He is as agile, as flexible as any professional wrestler you will find. Underneath he goes. He's in the corner. Headstand showing off that superhuman body control.
That can't be legal. That's why we team with them. They're smart.
Crummels got to make up his mind. What's he going to do? And the time it took him to figure it out, Ophidian now able to exploit that pressure point right at the base of the trapezius and the side of the neck. Corkscrew enziguri, beautifully executed. He's really stunned him. Look at how limp his right arm is, just after having that pressure point exploited for a few seconds. Green Ant and Sonny Defarge. These two are very familiar with one another. They've met before in all kinds of different match permutations. Defarge is an exceptionally powerful wrestler. You can see he just broke that full Nelson. Easily broke the grip of Green Ant. Turned out has a wrist lock on. When it comes to the scientific wrestling, Green Ant is no slouch. Watch him come right up off the mat, using his elbow to cut inside. He's up the back, got the cording hold. Over on that very powerful right arm of Defarge. Let's see, already negotiating a counter. He's going to use a chicken wing. He wasn't able to fully apply it. Green Ant tried to go over the top. Couldn't get it. These two might be stalemating. Senator Defarge is looking for a gross way out of that one. Trying to put that shoulder down. He couldn't. It's countered into a crucifix. Defending from the right half, Nelson. It's Green Ant trying to maintain the advantage. He's right back to the full Nelson. This is where they began, fans. Distracted him just long enough to break the grip of the full Nelson one more time. This is exactly where they were moments ago. He counters the full Nelson into the wrist lock. And it's up off the mat. Caught a face full of sneeze. Scissor stomp on the bicep. In a sense, I mean, what he's doing is not illegal other than you really can't be in your opponent's eye, or in the case of Green Ant, eye port. Hanging onto the top rope, allowing him to take the pressure off. One more time, he cuts inside using the elbow. He's been lifted directly up into the torture rack of Senator Defarge. This variant on the Argentine backbreaker popularized by Lex Luger many, many years ago. Out into the serape, a style of drag from Lucha Libre. For the very first time, we get a look at Thief Ant in this match. Clean tags each and every time. The pairings have remained fresh at every turn thus far in the trios match. Each team wants to be very, very careful that they are not the first to give up the advantage. Clothesline right across the gigantic chest of Volgar has barely budged the man monster. Revving up, he came charging in. Thief Ant had just enough time to get out. Thief Ant will show you how it's done. Leapt into the waiting arms of the misfit of science. Volgar plants him with authority. Massive spine buster in the center of the ring and a cover. Hook of the far leg. I don't know if that was going to be three. One way or another, Volgar kind of swept up Thief Ant's head and shoulders to prevent the pin. Guess he wants to dish out a little more punishment before putting it away. He hasn't even broke a sweat yet. Up and over, kind of that sunset flip with an assist. I don't think Bryce is not going to allow that one. Those clotheslines were just too high. Double drop kick from the members of the colony. Crummels coming in. Caught with a double hip toss from Thief and Green. Sandwich kick combination. Thief Ant had the cover, was able to get two. Volgar drags Green Ant right out of the ring. Whoa! Into the corner post, he went head and chest first. Big face full of germs. That would slow anybody down, especially me. Revolting. Crummels setting up Thief Ant. There's that drop kick I mentioned. He places it perfectly each and every time. Reminds me of former Young Lions Cup champ Chuck Taylor. Dragging him up by the antenna. Oh, Thief Ant returns fire. I don't think Crummels likes a face full of sneeze either. Senator Crummels for the ride. He sets him up with a drop kick. Look at the far leg. Thief Ant's managed to steal just about all the offense from the opposing team. I think he's got to strike a balance between what Thief Ant does and the moves that he knows best of all. Crummels steps up. He's looking for that monkey flip. Tried to send Thief Ant for the ride, but able to redirect. Now it's Crummels going for the ride on that monkey flip. So much momentum on that. I'm amazed Thief Ant was able to just stick that landing. Wow, Volgar just tosses his own partner right out of the ring. Volgar is slamming Thief Ant dangerously near his corner. Green Ant comes flying into the drop kick. And if our system of rules are new to you today, what Green Ant did by allowing Thief Ant to come out of the ring and touch the floor was he effectively made himself legal. You need not tag hand-to-hand under our system of rules. You can also touch the floor. Wow, step up Frankensteiner countered by Volgar with a display of agility. Tried to dump him right out of that monkey flip. He went down the back. He was looking for a sunset. Switch. Oh, he did not get La Cazadora. He was coming up and that elbow drop sure found the mark. I don't think Volgar put enough of his chest across the body of Green Ant to hold him down. Great offensive moves from Volgar, but the pinning combination was lacking, in my expert opinion anyway.
Smash him, Volgar! Smash him!
Nicodemus calling out from ringside for the smashing of Green Ant. Yeah, once again, Volgar's just been too high with his clothesline. He's not wrestling a competitor of equal height. He's got to drop his clotheslines down so he can actually hit somebody in the face or the throat. Green Ant reverse directions. Using a tricep to tricep drag, he's managed to send Volgar out of the ring. He is Green Ant going to take to the air. Not if Senator Defarge has anything to say about it. Put a boot right in the mush. Ophidian from the top. He wanted Meteora, but he landed on his feet. Shoulder tackle was all it took from Son Defarge to put Ophidian down. He drops flat. Going high with a leapfrog. It's a change of momentum. But Son Defarge headed him off at the pass with a European uppercut before accelerating himself right into the spin wheel kick of the Master of Snake style. He could not have placed that one more perfectly. He goes up. And a rebound. He's looking for that head scissor. He got it. Drags Defarge down to the mat with another display of his flexibility. Ophidian making him chase. Oh, he caught him. Switch. What incredible poise. Counter for counter for counter and still made a head scissor out of thin air. One more time. Look at him use that pressure point. What's he thinking? A third head scissor from Ophidian, the most spectacular of the bunch. He's done a great job disorienting Defarge. Can he put him away? Fisherman suplex with the back bridge. Shoulders were exposed, but only for the count of 2. Wonderful execution of that classic suplex hold. Somewhere the late great Kurt Hennig is smiling down on Pocono Mountain West Junior High School as Cornelius Crummels is poised to strike. Setting up Ophidian. What kind of offensive idea does he have in mind? Keep in mind, I could be talking about his offense or just all the offensive things Crummels and Defarge do. Thiefant's mowing down the competition, up and around. CHIKARA, it's the Mexican 360 backbreaker. Thiefant quick to capitalize. That's your best opportunity the moment after impact. Cover up your opponent. I like the strategy of Thiefant. I like the urgency with which he's been wrestling today. Volgar wants that Samoan drop. He has put away a who's who of CHIKARA's finest with that Samoan drop of his. It is a devastating high-impact slam. On the topics of devastating high-impact slams, how about that power slam? Thiefant taking flight. Drop kick took Volgar off his feet. One more time, covering up his opponent. And Thiefant doing a great job bringing the fresh man right back into the ring instantly. But Green Ant, you saw him call out. He's thinking about a double team move. He needs Thiefant to help him. That knocked the biggest competitor out of the ring. This may create a window for them to win. Crummels is the smallest on the opposing team. Now it's the CHIKARA to Green Ant. One more 360 backbreaker. The Technicos have been wrestling a really urgent match. They are trying to win at every opportunity. Rebound lariat and a clubbing blow from Sonny Defarge. Paralyzed one more time at the pressure point. Oh, he ducked that corkscrew enziguri. One more time. Lariat from Sonny Defarge. Will Thiefant be the third to taste it? No, he ducks underneath. Rebound lariat to Thiefant. Saw it enough times to steal it from the playbook of Son Defarge. Pendulum really swinging into the corner of the Technicos. Michinoku driver. He got him. Thiefant with a huge win to kick off Fright Night.
Here are your winners, the team of Thiefant, Green Ant, and Ophidian.
My hat's off to all 6 of the competitors in this wild opening match. It was very well wrestled, but above all, Thiefant came in. He wrestled with urgency at every opportunity. He tried to win the match and ultimately became the victor when he capitalized on that terrific Michinoku driver.